If you've ever felt like your best days are behind you, like your purpose has faded after 65, then you've clicked on the right video. In this video, you're going to learn 5 profound secrets that will not only erase that feeling of inadequacy, but ignite a fire within you, revealing the incredible potential you still hold. These insights aren't just theories. They are keys to unlocking a life filled with purpose, joy, and unwavering confidence in your golden years. Get ready, because what you're about to discover will transform how you see yourself and your future. Before we dive into these life-changing secrets, I have a small, heartfelt request. If this video resonates with you, if it sparks a flicker of hope or understanding, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Your simple click helps us reach more incredible individuals like yourself who might be quietly struggling. Also, I would be deeply grateful if you'd consider subscribing to our channel and tapping that bell icon. This ensures you won't miss any of our future videos designed to empower and inspire you. And if anything in this video particularly touches your heart or sparks a question, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Your stories and insights are invaluable to our community. Thank you for your support. First, let's talk about the silent enemy that often creeps in after 65, the feeling of inadequacy. This isn't just a fleeting thought. It's a deeply rooted belief that can steal your joy, your confidence, and your very sense of self-worth. You might start questioning your abilities, comparing yourself to your younger self or to others who seem to be thriving. Perhaps you feel like you're no longer useful, that your contributions are no longer valued. This can manifest in subtle ways, like hesitating to share your opinions, avoiding new challenges, or even withdrawing from social interactions. You might tell yourself, "I'm too old for that," or "What do I have to offer anymore?" This feeling can be a heavy burden, making you feel small and invisible. It's a cruel trick of the mind, convincing you that the wisdom and experience you've accumulated over a lifetime are somehow less important now. But here's the truth. This feeling is a lie. You are not inadequate. You are simply at a crossroads, and it's time to choose a new path, one where your true potential shines brighter than ever. The first secret to unlocking your true potential after 65 is to redefine purpose beyond productivity. For decades, many of us have measured our worth by our work, our achievements, our ability to do. We were parents, professionals, providers, constantly engaged in tasks that gave us a clear role and a sense of accomplishment. Then, retirement often hits, and suddenly, that structured world of deadlines and demands vanishes. The kids are grown, the career is over, and the daily hustle is replaced by quiet mornings and open afternoons. For many, this shift can feel like a loss of identity. You might find yourself asking, "What am I supposed to do now? What's my purpose if I'm not producing?" This isn't just a philosophical question. It's a deep emotional void that can lead to feelings of inadequacy. The truth is, society often reinforces this idea that value is tied to constant activity or economic contribution. But this narrow definition of purpose is a disservice to the richness of life, especially in our later years. Imagine Eleanor, a spirited 72-year-old who spent her life as a successful accountant. After retiring, she felt lost. Her days, once filled with spreadsheets and client meetings, now felt empty. She tried volunteering at a local charity, but it didn't quite fill the void. She missed the feeling of being essential, of solving complex problems. Then, one day, her granddaughter, struggling with algebra, asked for help. As Eleanor patiently explained the concepts, she saw the light bulb go on in her granddaughter's eyes. It wasn't about balancing books, but about sharing knowledge, fostering understanding, and building confidence in another person. That moment sparked something new in Eleanor. She realized her purpose wasn't tied to a paycheck or a specific title. It was about connection, mentorship, and sharing the wisdom she had accumulated. She started tutoring other students, not for money, but for the sheer joy of seeing them succeed. This didn't just fill her time, it filled her spirit. She redefined her purpose from doing to being a mentor, being a source of wisdom, being a comforting presence. This shift unlocked a new level of fulfillment she hadn't experienced even in her most successful professional years. What truly matters now isn't how much you produce, but how much you engage, how much you inspire, how much you connect. Your value isn't diminished, it's transformed. It's about finding meaning in the quiet moments, in the gentle acts of kindness, in the stories you share, and in the wisdom you impart. Your purpose is not lost. It's simply waiting to be rediscovered in a new, more profound form. The second secret is to embrace continuous learning as your fountain of youth. Many of us grew up believing that formal education ends with a diploma or a degree. After that, life becomes about applying what we already know. But this mindset is a trap, especially as we age. When you stop learning, your mind can start to feel stagnant, your curiosity wanes, and you might begin to believe that new ideas are for younger people. This contributes directly to feelings of inadequacy, making you feel less relevant in a rapidly changing world. However, the human brain is an incredible organ. It thrives on novelty and challenge. Think of your brain not as a fixed library, but as a living, growing garden. If you stop planting new seeds, the garden eventually withers. But if you continue to sow, to cultivate, to explore, it blossoms no matter the season. Consider Arthur, a 78-year-old widower who felt increasingly isolated after his wife passed. He had always been a voracious reader, but lately, he found himself rereading the same old books, feeling a sense of intellectual boredom. His grandchildren, always on their phones, tried to teach him about new technology, but he'd dismiss it, saying, "I'm too old for computers." One day, feeling particularly down, he saw an advertisement for a local senior center offering beginner computer classes. Hesitantly, he signed up. It was challenging at first. The mouse felt awkward in his hand, and the concept seemed alien. But something shifted when he learned how to send an email to his son who lived across the country. The joy of that connection, of mastering something new, sparked a forgotten curiosity. He continued taking classes, learning to navigate the internet, to use video calls, and even to create simple digital photo albums. This wasn't just about technology, it was about re-engaging his brain. He started researching his family's genealogy online, discovering fascinating stories and connecting with distant relatives. He joined online forums dedicated to his old hobbies, sharing his expertise and learning from others. Arthur didn't just learn new skills, he revitalized his mind. He found a renewed sense of confidence, realizing that his ability to learn was still vibrant. He no longer felt too old, he felt empowered. The beauty of continuous learning in your senior years is that it's not about grades or competition. It's about pure growth and personal enrichment. It could be anything: learning a new language, picking up a musical instrument, delving into a historical period, mastering a new craft, or even exploring the nuances of digital photography. Each new skill, each new piece of knowledge acts like a fresh breeze, clearing the mental cobwebs and reminding you of your brain's incredible capacity. It keeps your mind sharp, your conversations engaging, and your spirit forever young. The third secret is to cultivate genuine connection over superficial interaction. As we age, our social circles can naturally shrink. Friends move away, loved ones pass on, and the spontaneous interactions of daily life, like those at work or while raising children, become less frequent. This can lead to a quiet but profound loneliness, making you feel disconnected and, yes, inadequate. You might start believing that you're no longer interesting or that people are too busy for you. The temptation is to withdraw, to isolate yourself further, which only deepens the feeling of inadequacy. However, true connection isn't about the number of people in your life. It's about the depth and quality of those relationships. It's about nurturing bonds that truly nourish your spirit, not just fill your time. Consider Martha, a vivacious 70-year-old who adored her grandchildren. They were her world, and she loved spending time with them. But as they grew older and busier with school and their own friends, Martha found herself feeling increasingly lonely. She'd wait by the phone for their calls, and when they came, they were often rushed. She felt a growing sadness, believing she was becoming less important in their lives. Instead of withdrawing, Martha decided to shift her focus. She realized she needed more than just family to feel fulfilled. She started reaching out to old friends she hadn't seen in years, not just for a quick chat, but for deeper conversations about life, memories, and shared experiences. She joined a local book club where she found kindred spirits who shared her passion for literature. She also started volunteering at a local animal shelter, forming bonds with both the animals and the other volunteers. These new connections weren't replacing her family, they were enriching her life in new ways. She found people who understood her interests, who shared her sense of humor, and who valued her perspective. Martha realized that while her family's love was unwavering, her happiness couldn't solely depend on them. By actively seeking out and nurturing genuine connections, she rediscovered her own vibrancy. She no longer felt like she was waiting for life to happen to her. She was actively creating it. This kind of deep connection acts as a powerful antidote to inadequacy. When you feel truly seen, heard, and valued by others, your own sense of self-worth flourishes. It reminds you that you have unique stories to share, wisdom to impart, and a loving heart that still has so much to give. It's about building a diverse network of support and joy, recognizing that while family is precious, a rich social tapestry woven with various threads will always be stronger. The fourth secret is to master the art of self-compassion and acceptance. For many years, we are often our own harshest critics. We measure ourselves against impossible standards, dwelling on past mistakes, perceived failures, or what we believe we should have done differently. As we age, this self-criticism can intensify, fueled by a sense of dwindling time or a belief that our physical and mental capacities are declining. This internal dialogue of inadequacy can be far more damaging than any external criticism. It keeps you trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and prevents you from truly enjoying the present moment. But here's the profound truth. Genuine potential isn't unlocked through harsh judgment. It blossoms through kindness towards yourself. Think of a dear friend or a beloved family member who makes a mistake. Would you berate them endlessly? Or would you offer understanding, forgiveness, and encouragement? Why, then, do we treat ourselves with less grace? Consider William, a distinguished 80-year-old who had achieved great success in his career. Yet, he carried a heavy burden of regret about a few business decisions he felt he'd botched decades ago. These thoughts would often haunt him, especially in the quiet hours of the night, making him feel like a failure despite all his accomplishments. He also found himself increasingly frustrated with small physical changes, like needing reading glasses or walking a little slower. He'd berate himself, "You used to be so sharp, so quick." This constant self-criticism eroded his peace of mind and made him feel inadequate. His daughter, noticing his quiet despair, suggested he try daily meditation and journaling, focusing specifically on self-compassion. Initially skeptical, William reluctantly agreed. Through these practices, he began to acknowledge his regrets without judgment, seeing them as lessons learned rather than indelible stains on his character. He started to accept the natural changes in his body with a newfound gentleness, appreciating what his body could still do instead of dwelling on what it couldn't. He began to celebrate small victories, a clear thought, a steady step, a moment of laughter, as testaments to his enduring spirit. This wasn't about ignoring reality, it was about shifting his internal lens. As William practiced self-compassion, he found a profound sense of peace. The constant internal battle quieted, and he felt a lightness he hadn't experienced in years. He realized that accepting his imperfections and the natural process of aging wasn't weakness. It was a powerful act of self-love that allowed him to embrace his present self fully. This shift unlocked a deeper wellspring of resilience and contentment within him. Self-compassion is the foundation upon which your true potential can stand firm. It's about recognizing that you are inherently worthy, regardless of your abilities, your past, or your age. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer to someone you deeply cherish. When you practice self-compassion, you free up immense emotional energy that was once consumed by self-criticism. This energy can then be channeled into pursuing new joys, connecting with others, and embracing the richness of your life right now. The fifth and final secret to unlocking your true potential after 65 is to cultivate a legacy of presence, not just possessions. Many people spend their lives accumulating wealth, property, or material goods, believing that these will be their lasting legacy. While certainly valuable, focusing solely on material legacy can leave you feeling inadequate if your financial situation isn't what you hoped, or if your physical ability to do diminishes. The truth is, the most profound and impactful legacy you can leave isn't what you own, but who you are and how you make others feel. It's the imprint you leave on hearts and minds through your presence, your wisdom, your kindness, and your stories. This is a legacy that grows stronger with age, not weaker. Think of Sarah, a lively 85-year-old who lived in a small apartment with few material possessions. She had never achieved significant professional success or amassed a large fortune. Yet, when she spoke, people listened. When she offered advice, it was treasured. When she shared a story, it was vivid and captivating. Sarah embodied the power of presence. She made it a point to truly listen when others spoke, to offer genuine encouragement, and to share her life experiences with warmth and authenticity. Her legacy wasn't a sprawling estate or a hefty bank account. It was the feeling of warmth, wisdom, and genuine connection she left with everyone she met. She started a small storytelling group at her senior center, where she and others shared tales from their lives. These weren't just anecdotes. They were living history filled with laughter, tears, and profound lessons. Sarah realized that her greatest wealth lay not in her possessions, but in the richness of her experiences and her willingness to share them. She cultivated a legacy of presence, making every interaction meaningful, and in doing so, she felt an immense sense of purpose and fulfillment. Your true potential isn't about what you can acquire, it's about what you can impart. It's about being fully present in each moment, engaging with the world around you, and sharing the unique tapestry of your life with others. This can be as simple as spending quality time with family, mentoring a younger person, sharing your personal stories and insights, volunteering your time, or simply offering a kind word and a listening ear. When you focus on leaving a legacy of presence, you realize that your influence extends far beyond your physical capabilities or your material wealth. You become a source of comfort, inspiration, and wisdom to those around you, and that is a power that truly transcends age. It's a legacy that lives on in the hearts of others far longer than any material possession ever could. As we bring this conversation to a close, remember this profound truth. Feeling inadequate after 65 is not a mandate of age. It's a whisper from a world that often misunderstands the true value of experience and wisdom. You are not a faded version of your past self. You are a richer, more complex, and potentially more impactful individual than ever before. We've explored 5 powerful secrets today: redefining purpose beyond mere productivity, embracing continuous learning, cultivating genuine connection, mastering self-compassion, and building a legacy of presence. These aren't just concepts to ponder. They are actionable pathways to unlock the incredible potential that still resides within you. Your worth is not tied to a job title, a bustling schedule, or the opinions of others. Your worth is inherent, amplified by every lesson learned, every challenge overcome, and every act of kindness given. You have a unique story, an irreplaceable perspective, and a deep well of wisdom waiting to be shared. The next chapter of your life isn't about slowing down. It's about deepening, enriching, and radiating. It's about moving from a life of doing to a life of being present, being wise, being connected, being compassionate, and being fully, vibrantly, authentically you. Don't let self-doubt dim your light. Step into this chapter with courage, curiosity, and an unwavering belief in your own magnificent potential. You are not just enough, you are extraordinary. Thank you for joining us today. We genuinely hope this video has resonated with you and offered some valuable insights for your journey. We'd love to hear from you. Please take a moment to leave a comment below and share one secret or one idea from this video that particularly struck a chord with you and how you plan to apply it in your life. Your thoughts and experiences are incredibly important to us and to our community, so please don't hesitate to share. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, we'd be so grateful if you would like it, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone else who might benefit from this message. Your support helps us continue creating content that informs and inspires. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.